Hello everyone, I'm CoolGuy, welcome back, and today a new series is starting, Perk Hunter. In this series, we're going to go over rare perks on weapons, rare perk combinations, and regular top tier perk combos, and then we're going to discuss why they're so special. We're also going to rate and talk about how difficult they are to obtain. Some are going to be best suited for PvE, some for PvP, some for both, but I feel like this series is really good to explore the more veteran side of Destiny. Some of these aren't going to be let's play for 30 minutes and get rewarded. It could be with RNG, but most of them are going to require constant searching and knowing what you're looking for. So for this first video, we're going to go over a rare combination found on only 2 weapons in the game. And again, the goal is to learn about them, especially with Shadowkeep coming. That way we can look out for them on new weapons in the future. It's one that has perfect synergy, Dragonfly paired with Rampage. And it's really cool how these work together, and in my personal opinion, if this was slapped on an exotic, it would work. This combo's on legendaries though, which makes it even better. The only 2 weapons that can roll Dragonfly and Rampage together are the 180 RPM Trust Hand Cannon and the 450 RPM Auto Rifle from Black Armory, the Ringing Nail. And to get these 2 perks together is like a 9 out of 10. Very difficult because you need the weapon and then you need the pairing. What's nice about these 2 is that you can farm them. The Ringing Nail is obtained from the forges and you can farm it over and over. The Rampage Dragonfly roll appears to be on the curated roll alone. So you would need to go to the Bergusia Forge for your farming. As with all roll hunting, it takes time, it takes luck. I've been trying to get this Ringing Nail for a long time and I still haven't obtained it. I do have the Trust roll though, and the Trust comes after Gambit matches, Gambit bounties, and can be farmed in the Menagerie. Even though that activity has been nerfed, you can still go for it, and you can even go for the Masterwork that you want. So in the Menagerie, you need a Rune of Desire at the top and any purple rune on the left to get a Trust. The saving thing about both of these is going to be that they're both guaranteed farmable, very important. Because when you take a perk like Firing Line, that's exclusive to the Soul Survivor Sniper Rifle. The only way to get it is by random drop, doing an activity like Reckoning and it drops in a weapon pool. So not only are you fighting a perk pool, you're also having to fight a weapon pool to get it. With these 2, you're guaranteed the weapon. So let's look at this Trust here real quick. The main pairing is there, Dragonfly, Rampage, and that's the most important thing. Everything else can just fall in line wherever it falls. We got the hardest part. Mine is a Handling Masterwork Corkscrew with Tactical Mag, and you do want it Masterworked regardless of what's on it, as long as you have the 2 perks. That way you can start making orbs, and the main thing about this combination is that Dragonfly procs Rampage, meaning that if adds are close together, you headshot one, this is going to cause the Dragonfly explosion, and when that goes off, any kills that you get from that Dragonfly procs Rampage stacks. So one simple headshot final blow can get you the potential to end up with a ×3 stack. Now the ×3 stack Rampage does 65% more damage. There was a lot of Midnight Coup mains in early Destiny 2 because of Outlaw Rampage, and it's a great PvE role. But with this, one shot can get you an immediate ×3, plus you get that Dragonfly area of effect damage. We'll get back into the Trust, but I'm telling you right now, if this combo rolls on a 140, 150 hand cannon in the future, it's going to be really sought after. It's going to be one of the best hand cannons in the game. Back in Destiny 1, Fatebringer was top tier due to Outlaw Firefly. In Destiny 2, we can simulate that reload with enhanced hand cannon gauntlets, and in Shadowkeep, it looks like we're gonna have to do a double down on hand cannon loaders, but what we would have is a Fatebringer with Rampage. And you see how easy it is for Rampage stacks to come with Dragonfly. The Trust is really good, but a harder hitting weapon would be a lot better. And I can't give personal experience on the Ringing Nail though. In the future, watch out for this combination, it's elite, and also, if it ever comes to be, watch out for Swashbuckler with Dragonfly. But that's going to depend on if the explosion will proc Swashbuckler, and believe me, if that roll gets on a weapon and it works like this, I will let you know. This perk combination is primarily PvE focused, but it can work in PvP. What's nice is that the Trust is a somewhat competitive weapon in the Crucible. I do have 2 God rolls that are max range at 75, and some of you out there are going to be looking at these and might become a little jealous. One's Outlaw Explosive Payload, the other is Snapshot Rampage. The 75 range stats made up from full bore accurized rounds and a range masterwork. If I had a Dragonfly Rampage Trust with the 75 range, I would use that in a heartbeat over these. The mod for this perk setup is going to be to the player, and oddly enough, the Rampage spec isn't my first, second, or even third option. There's a couple to choose from. I did put the Dragonfly spec on mine because it makes the explosion do more damage, which helps get the kills to proc Rampage. And it also has that wider explosion to reach out a little bit to open up the chance to get a kill at a further distance. There's also a really good argument to put a minor or major spec on. Minor spec for higher tier activities, and a major spec for when you get that easy ×3, you can just start hitting the major. After those, that's where I would put on a Rampage mod. That little extra time is good, but I think that the larger damage due to the explosion has a lot more utility with what we want to do with this setup, and the same goes for a minor or major spec. I think this Trust holds its own right now currently. It even does so in higher level play, and again, I can't speak on the ringing nail, but the combination would be so nasty on a little bit more harder hitting weapon archetype. So look in your vault, be on the lookout, and in future episodes the perk set might be only PvE, only PvP, or both, but these are the types of things that we strive for when loot hunting. It should be really fun. Let's talk about it in the comment section. Do you have this trust or ringing nail with Dragonfly or Rampage? What do you think about it? And if you don't have them, is this perk combo something that you're interested in? At the end of the video here, I do have some PvE gameplay of the perks in action uninterrupted. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.
The trials were judgment. Reckoning is a lesson. For you or